If you've ever found yourself procrastinating, repeatedly postponing important tasks, you're not alone. Procrastination is one of the biggest barriers to success and can affect anyone in any area of life. If you've ever felt frustrated by your own lack of action, know that it is possible to change that. Stoicism, a philosophy that dates back over 2,000 years, holds powerful answers to help you combat procrastination, increase your self-discipline, and finally achieve your goals. In this video, we will explore how Stoic principles can be practically applied to overcome procrastination. We will discuss what really causes procrastination, how Stoics approach self-control, and most importantly, how you can use Stoicism to act with more discipline in your daily life. If you feel stuck in a cycle of delays and lack of focus, this video is for you. Throughout this journey, we will go through some proven strategies, time-tested Stoic techniques, and real examples of how to transform the habit of procrastination into more productive habits. Don't leave for tomorrow what you can conquer today. Get ready to learn and, more importantly, to act. Let's get started. Procrastination is the act of postponing important tasks in favor of more enjoyable or less challenging activities. For many, it starts with a simple delay and can evolve into a habit that compromises progress in various areas of life: work, studies, relationships, and even personal development. But why do we procrastinate? There are several reasons why we tend to delay tasks. It could be the fear of failure, lack of motivation, paralyzing perfectionism, or the anxiety of not doing things perfectly. Additionally, lack of clarity about what we need to do or the challenges we might face when starting a task are also common causes. Procrastination, in fact, is an emotional reaction. When we see a task as something heavy or challenging, the brain tries to avoid the emotional pain it generates by replacing it with more pleasurable or less stressful activities. However, this doesn't solve the problem and creates a cycle of frustration, guilt, and feelings of helplessness. This is where Stoicism comes in. Great Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius understood that we cannot control external events, but we can control how we react to them. Instead of fleeing from pain or emotional discomfort, we must face them head-on with serenity and self-discipline. Instead of avoiding difficult tasks, we should seek to face the challenge with courage, knowing that the control is in our hands. Throughout this video, you will understand how Stoicism offers a way to deal with procrastination, overcoming the fear, anxiety, and lack of motivation that arise when faced with challenging tasks. Let's now dive into Stoicism and how it can be the key to transforming our approach to procrastination. Stoicism is not just an ancient philosophy, but a set of practices we can apply directly in our daily lives to deal with modern challenges, including procrastination. The virtue of internal control. At the heart of Stoicism is the idea that we cannot control the external world, but we can control our actions and reactions to what happens around us. This means that instead of letting procrastination control us, we can choose to act and take the reins of our own lives. Procrastination arises from an emotional imbalance, but with internal control, we can prevent this imbalance from paralyzing us. The dichotomy of control. One of the central ideas in Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. This means distinguishing what is within our control and what is not. What is within our control, our actions, choices, and thoughts. What is not within our control, the outcome of our actions and external circumstances. When we apply this to procrastination, we understand that although we cannot control the final results or the fear of failure, we can control the initiation of action. Instead of focusing on the outcome of a task, we should focus on the process. The Stoic concentrates on acting in the present, not worrying about what might go wrong, but focusing on what is within their reach right now. The power of immediate action. Procrastination often happens due to hesitation or fear. The idea of starting something new can be intimidating, but Stoics teach us that immediate action is one of the most effective ways to combat this habit. Starting is the biggest obstacle we face. As Marcus Aurelius said, the best way to resolve any challenge is to start. It doesn't matter how small the step is. The important thing is to take the first step. The importance of purpose and clarity. Another essential principle of Stoicism is that virtue and discipline come from purpose. Having a clear and strong goal motivates us to act with more determination. For Stoics, a purpose is more than just a goal. It is the deep reason that drives us to face difficulties. Without a clear purpose, procrastination easily takes control. Therefore, the first task is to define the purpose behind every action and ensure it is meaningful. The practice of gratitude. Finally, Stoicism also emphasizes the practice of gratitude, which can be crucial in breaking the cycle of procrastination. Instead of seeing tasks as burdens, Stoics teach us to be grateful for the opportunity to grow with each challenge. When we change how we view our responsibilities, we begin to face them more positively and act with more willingness. Breaking tasks into smaller steps. Procrastination often originates from the feeling that a task is too big to tackle. One of the most effective ways to overcome this is by breaking the task into smaller, more manageable steps. This helps reduce anxiety and makes the process more digestible. The Stoics recommended immediate action, but it wasn't about acting in a disorganized way. By breaking a task into smaller steps, you maintain focus and discipline without feeling overwhelmed. Start with something simple, like writing a paragraph, organizing your space, or making a phone call. Using the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique is a widely used method to combat procrastination. It involves working for 25 minutes and then taking a 5-minute break. After 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This technique is based on the idea that by dividing work time into short intervals, we can maintain focus without feeling overloaded. The importance of the first hour of the day. The first hour of your day is crucial for setting the tone of your day. The Stoics recommended starting the day with reflection, reading, and activities that help define your purpose and mental clarity. You can use this first hour to plan your tasks and prioritize the most important ones right at the beginning. Daily reflection. Another key practice of the Stoics is daily reflection. Every day, at the end of your journey, take a few minutes to assess your actions. Ask yourself, how disciplined was I today? What could I have done better? What were my biggest challenges? This reflection helps adjust your attitude for the next day and keeps you on the path to self-discipline. Now that you know how to apply Stoicism against procrastination, the next step is to maintain discipline over time. Procrastination is a persistent habit, and discipline is something that needs to be continuously trained. It's not enough to apply techniques for a short period. You need to cultivate discipline as a lifestyle. The importance of continuous reassessment. The Stoics believed in a constant practice of self-evaluation. This means that to maintain discipline, it's essential to reflect on your progress and adjust your course whenever necessary. This can be done through a daily journal where you reflect on what you did well, what you can improve, and what needs adjustment. Maintaining motivation. Staying motivated in the long term can be difficult, especially when results aren't immediate. One way to do this is by connecting with the greater purpose behind what you are doing. The Stoics teach us that we should keep our minds focused on the greater good and not just on immediate pleasure. By maintaining your long-term vision, motivation becomes more constant. How to use adversity to your advantage. Adversity is an inevitable part of life. The Stoics view difficulties as opportunities for growth. Whenever an obstacle arises, use it as a chance to practice patience, persistence, and self-discipline. Now that you've learned how to apply Stoic principles to overcome procrastination and strengthen your discipline, it's time to act. Procrastination is something you can overcome, but it requires immediate and constant action. Choose a task you've been putting off and start now. Don't wait any longer. Break the task into smaller steps and take the first step. When you act, you will be putting all of the Stoic teachings into practice. Share in the comments below which task you decided to tackle today and how Stoic principles helped you. I'd love to hear how you're applying these ideas and the results you're achieving. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can start today. Acting is the first step toward a more disciplined, productive life that aligns with your goals.